welcome to Agents of Screen, and this is a very special podcast edition. We are going to be breaking down Game of Thrones. We've just all watched Game of Thrones, episode 1, season 8. How are you guys feeling about the episode?
Gas.
Sick.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You happy with the
It's
finally back.
finally back.
Almost
The voices you can hear, let me just introduce. We've got James. Say hello, James.
Yeah, what's good?
Got Darren. Yeah, it's audio as well, man. You got to like.
Yeah, definitely. It's me.
And we also Aaron.
Yeah.
S08E01.
Obviously, this is going out on YouTube and the podcast, which you can find on iTunes, Spotify, all that, anything, any podcast provider. Just type in Agents of Screen, you can find it. That's if you're watching this on YouTube. Or if you are listening to this on the pod, you can also watch this on YouTube by going to youtube.com/Agents of Screen. Let's just get straight into it. Let's just get straight into the episode. I'm just going to ask you guys a couple of questions. So the show opened up with Jon returning to Winterfell with the biggest army I've ever seen in my life. What did you think of that scene, James?
Boy, all I know is that flipping, what's her name, Cersei, she would get wrecked, bruv. If that army ever came to Westeros, that's a wrap. So that was mad. But you know what was also interesting about it is that you could see like how people were looking at when Jon came back. I think Jon is going to have a very hard uphill battle to get the Northerners on his side when it actually comes to like the White Walkers, the battle, because they lost a lot of trust because of him in the knee.
That's right. I mean, Darren, like James said, a lot of people weren't happy. They didn't really take in the army, despite, that's a lot of firepower there, but they weren't too happy because they're proud Northerners. Do you agree? What you think of that?
I think it's just one of those things where them trying to understand what's going on. I don't think they really understand like the crisis that's going on. So, and all the bad blood. It's just taking time it's going to take time for people to get together, like bind together in a situation like this is a life and death situation for all of them. But I don't think they see that. I don't think people actually understand that for them.
Well, they're kind of being asked to fight for a queen that they don't know. Do you know what I mean? Is that how you see it, Aaron? I don't know. Like they're fighting a queen that they don't really know. Jon should put back. So
definitely, these Northerners they don't trust easy. They don't trust people purely because you're in this position of power. They might respect it, but at the end of the day, the Northerners, you need to kind of earn the respect. And Jon has come back. He left as the king. They announced him, made him king of the North, and he's come back. Doesn't have that title anymore, and he's come back with a queen that they don't know. It's kind of like, well, okay, cool. Well, we're not just gonna. Yeah, okay, you've got this massive army, you've got these dragons, but I don't know you from the man down the road. Like, I don't trust. I don't trust you. We need to earn. You need to earn our trust at the end of the day. So I can understand them being apprehensive
because it took a lot to even make him king of the North. I know he had a lot of opposition to begin with, and then they finally kind of went, you know what, we trust him, we'll give it to him, and then he's gone and sort of bent the knee. Yeah, so you can understand why they're not too happy about that, I guess.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people they felt bad they didn't help in the Battle of the Bastards, and when he was victorious from that, they respected him so much because of that. So he automatically just became king of the North because he fought for the North, and they can't. Yeah. And the fact that they weren't behind him when that happened, they now respect him even more. Like he did it on his own. And now he's trying to fight for them. But then obviously, he's no longer king anymore. And everyone is pissed off. Like, everyone is mad about this whole situation. You had that flipping, that kid who said, oh, yeah, I'm going to bring my army back. And he says to letter, nah, you know what? I'm not coming back. Man's saying this area, bro.
Bruv, do you blame some of them though? Honestly, when they see what's coming, I don't think some of them really want it. But I found it interesting how obviously when they all came, like obviously Jon Snow came in, and obviously Sansa was there. There was a bit where Sansa was looking at them, and Sansa reminded me of her mum. The way like her mum would look when she don't trust somebody, she has that same look of like, I don't trust you. I don't trust. There's no way I'm gonna trust.
She did
Daenerys there. Or, am I saying her name right? Daenerys. Yeah. So it was that kind of made me. It threw me back. Like, wow, like she's grown into her character a lot. To show that in that particular scene as well. So it's good.
Yeah, she's definitely grown into her character. Even when her and Tyrion were talking, I think that's like the first. He said like it's the first time that they've spoken since
she ran away.
Since her wedding day.
Yeah.
And he was saying about what's it about Cersei bringing her army to fight alongside him, and she's like, do you really believe that? Like, I used to think you used to be the smartest man I know, and just popped off. Like, she's
she's
a completely different person.
But that's exactly how her mum was. She was, she was very cutthroat, straight to the point, say what she's got to say, and I think that's where that comes down to obviously all the stuff that she's been through. She was meant to be the weak one. She's probably one of the strongest characters now. Like, she's learned a lot. So,
bro, the Bolton family leveled her up, bro. She's on
100.
She's on the ultra instinct levels now, bro.
Well, it was nice to see the reunion between all the Starks, because I think this is the first time all surviving members of Stark have actually been reunited, which was nice to see, especially Jon and Arya. That was nice to see. Jon and Bran was a bit awkward because it was Bran. I don't even this Bran.
He's weird. He's a weird guy.
I think people just need to he keeps on telling people and they don't realize he's not Bran anymore. He's literally the knowledge. Brandon doesn't exist anymore. He is the knowledge of the world. He is the third eye. He knows all and sees all. So his personality, whoever he was as Brandon before, it's gone. He's got too much information. He's lived through too many people's lives. He doesn't have a self-identity anymore. I actually feel bad for them because it's like
they don't know that though, innit? They don't know what he's been through. They don't know why he's the way he is. So it's a bit mad.
They're gonna learn.
He just sits there watching everybody. Yeah, he's a weird guy, bro. Like, and they even know that he's weird as well. They can sense it.
Yeah. The reunion was overdue, though. It was way overdue.
The reunion was definitely overdue, and I think James touched on it. I think it was James. There's the tension between Daenerys and Sansa, though. That was, you could cut that with a knife. But why do you think there is that tension? Does she not trust him, or does she just think, is it a power thing? Is it like, well, I'm not calling her queen? Is it because she's like, what is it, the Lady of Winterfell? She doesn't want to be her toes stepped on. Why do you think they got that tension?
Well, she pretty much said it, innit? She was like, oh, did you give up your title for the North or because you fell in love? Like, she's not stupid. She's probably the smartest person that they have, that they know. Probably one of the smartest people in the show.
Yeah, but you say that. But you say that, right? But it's not a case of, oh, I trust her because of what she can do. She's showing what she brought the whole army. So you can see it with your eyes. It's a smart thing to align yourself.
Yeah, but you can't be too. It's caution. It's caution. You have to be cautious from the past. Of like, even Arya said that she's one of the smartest people, but she's saying it from a standpoint of tactical reasons. You have to be careful. You don't know. People still don't know what people's agendas are, so they have to just be careful, and that's all it is. But obviously with time, and you're hoping that obviously that's going to build something, but you just never know, innit?
I think she has reason, she has valid reason to not trust her and distrust her based on history of their family.
Yeah.
And Brad pretty much said it. I think for now, I think by the next episode, that will be not all be put behind them, but it will be pretty much a distant memory because they got bigger fish to fry. They got more important things to deal with. And Brad he said it. He said, we don't have time for this. So, and they're not going to have time. So all the differences, they're going to have to put them aside.
Yeah.
Well, you say that, and we'll get onto it later. I'm not going to get onto it now because we're going to try and go in some sort of order. But you say they'll put that behind us. There was a big revelation revealed to John, which could actually change the way everyone thinks.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. So after the whole Winterfell there was a good shot of Winterfell, actually, an aerial shot where they kind of showed the whole of Winterfell and the tree. That was quite good. But then we were thrown over to Cersei. And boy, this woman, man, I tell you, she's just next level. So what do you think of that? She's got no intention of helping them. She's just living her life down south.
Man.
Bro, she's living her best life right now.
She's waiting for them lot to get killed off and then sweep up. But
pretty much.
I think she's overlooking this whole situation big time. But it's funny, man. Like how you think that she was gonna do it, and she's already changed her mind. She's already got another plan set in motion to get what she wants at the end of the day.
What does she want? What does she actually want?
She wants the kingdom. That's her. She wants to be in power, and then all her foes to be gone. If that would be probably the ultimate plan that I can see in it. But
so she wants everyone to kill themselves, basically, and then she can be left.
Yeah, just standing. It's about her family being number one. She's always made it like that, Cersei.
Yeah. I just find it funny that she thinks that. Obviously, she has a little idea of what's coming, but I find it funny that she thinks, okay, these are all going to fight and try and fight it off. I'm going to wait in the wings and then sweep in. She really doesn't have a clue what is there, what she thinks that she's going to be able to go and sweep in and fight, because she's not going to go sweep in and fight no one. She's not, because it's just not going to go down like that. But it's crazy that it's not crazy for her, but it's kind of mad that she genuinely believes, these are going to fight. They're going to kill themselves, trying to stop these things that are coming, and I'm just going to sweep in with my army and boom, take over, because there's going to be no one left, pretty much. But it's just not going to work like that.
So
Very naive.
Things that she's plotting right now. She wants to kill Tyrion and Jaime off eventually after this fight, and then it looks like she wants to try and.
Doing that, I'll take that for free.
Yeah, 100%. He'll take that gold. And be like, nah, you know what?
Sorry. He's not gonna. He won't kill either of them. No way.
I don't think so. I know he said he only cares about money, but you know what? I think he's grown too attached to them too. He's definitely not doing that.
Those two are like ride or die boys, to be fair.
Yeah,
exactly.
He saved Jaime's life, didn't he? Last season.
The dragon almost roasted him.
He didn't have to do that. He definitely didn't have to do that. He could have breathed.
Yeah, there's no way he's doing that. No way.
100%. She's sick as well. She's trying to legitimize the child, because you know that she beat that guy from the islands, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to say, talk to me about Greyjoy, because this guy.
He thinks he's too sick. He thinks he's too sick. He's like, put a baby in there, and she's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll let you put a baby in me, even though I got one already. I'll just say it's yours.
Yeah, well, it works out for her. That's how it plays. That will work. She's winning that way, but she's a hoe, man. Seriously, Cersei's dirty, sleeping around with anybody, man.
She's just doing what she can.
But she's still smart, though. She's
That's
still
what
smart.
I was going to say. You saw her, the way she was walking off, and then she thought, actually, I can use him by, like you said, passing off the child.
Yeah.
So you can see the cogs always moving with
Yeah, always.
What happened next? So you had he clearly, the Greyjoy guy, he kept his niece alive, and then obviously Reek. What's his real name? Theon Greyjoy.
Yeah.
Actually done
Called him
something
Reek for the
useful
longest
for the
time.
first time ever.
No, I feel like he deserves to have his name back still.
Nah,
I feel like
So,
recently he deserves to no more of this
We
Reek.
give him
Just
his name back.
Theon, you can have his name back, man. Honestly, he deserves it.
From he ran off with Sansa, basically rescued her. He earned it back.
Yeah, he stepped up, man.
All right, so we're burying the Reek name. We're reinstating him.
Yeah.
Theon, yeah.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Give him back his name.
first step of the season, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's going back to Winterfell to fight alongside the Starks, which is quite noble. He started that way. Season 1 started with him, them, so it's only right that he ends it with them. But yeah, he's gonna die. There's no place about it.
What did the sister say to him to go and do though? After you fight with them, did she ask him to kill them off after?
No. She said, I know you want to go and fight for them.
Yeah, and then what was that?
That was her saying. Remember, it's the
she said
the island saying thing in it. Was
to
die, but then kill the men away.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So,
yeah, it was just their little Iron Islands saying whatever.
Fair enough.
And then after that, we were treated to Jon Snow riding a dragon. Did you think the CGI was a bit ropey there? I was looking.
I didn't think it was the greatest CGI, but it was alright. It was alright. You know,
it wasn't like last 10 minutes of Avengers bad, but it was. It was. You could blatantly obviously see the green screen, but yeah.
I think the fact,
they've saved that budget for the last.
No, of course, it's a TV show, isn't it? It's not big.
I think the worst bit of that is when they were near the waterfall.
Yeah, that was the worst.
The waterfall was terrible. It was terrible, but it's a small minor that you can forgive all that stuff anyway.
I said, for me, it was just when he was climbing on the dragon, and I was just a bit like, this is a bit. Because don't get me wrong, a lot of the times, even when they got dropped off to wherever that little bit was, and the dragons were watching, that was quite funny. I was cracking up because you could actually see the dragon's face and everything. That was
it was mad.
The older dragon used to like sitting there watching, like, go on then, boy, go on, beat him.
Yeah, he got mad shook. He got mad.
That was mad. But that was an interesting scene, I guess, because you say he's rode his dragon for the first time, and technically, as we know, and we found out, as he found out later, it's his birthright, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah. Mad.
Definitely.
I think Sam did that. I know that Brandon told Sam to do it, but I think Sam wanted to do it even more because after Daenerys told him that he burned his dad and his brother.
But you know what? I mean, James, we'll just stay on that subject quickly. Going back to that, I mean, obviously he doesn't know, but his dad had a choice there. His dad and the brother, they both had a choice.
Yeah, she told him they both had a choice. They chose not to bend the knee.
But it's kind of like,
so she burned them up.
I know you're gonna try to say, great. You're gonna try to say, they could have survived. You know, they could still be alive if they bend the knee or whatever. But
exactly what I'm saying.
You have to think, I guess, from a family standpoint. Like if you're at war or you're about to be at war, if your enemy comes and mashes up 80% of your family or your land or whatever it is.
Yeah,
you are. It is definitely a pride thing as well. But
it's a pride thing. Of course it is.
You're not going to be like, well, we've been decimated. I'm just going to.
Plus, all your men died as well. Yeah, all your men died as well. Like,
all your men don't.
All your
men don't have to die though. If you bend that knee and said, right, we'll be under your banner. Technically, your house can still survive.
That's true.
That's the boss. You're just not the boss anymore, and I get
guess
that.
That's the principle of it, though, isn't it? It's like
I think a lot of people ain't going to give up their power, bruv. That's all it is. And I think also you got to remember those times, especially to a woman. You probably don't want to do that in those times. So he was probably thinking like that as well.
So that's how it is.
But obviously Sam clearly struck a chord with him, and rightly so. Of course it would.
Yeah.
You know, he just found out his family's dead. I suppose he didn't know that before, and.
Shout out to Sam for that. That scene was sick. He sold that.
Yeah, that was
sick as well.
Yeah.
Do you feel that he's gonna plot?
No,
He might try and like deep down, because I see that, you know, as we were saying, that obviously everyone's, I think like most people who have of importance are all together, but obviously there's no trust there. And I still feel that people are in their little fields are plotting against each other. Like I could very see Sam trying to get revenge later down the line.
I don't know if he would get.
I know, because he looked really upset. He looked like he was in mad pain, pissed off. Obviously, those are just general emotions. But I was thinking, yeah, I could see this happening. I could just to spin the web. That it's not gonna be so cliche. Do you know what I mean? That certain people are gonna die differently in this, and the most weirdest people are gonna probably come out trying to attack certain people. Do you know what I mean? He has a motive. Just saying, he has a motive.
He does. I just think.
Yeah, go on.
The personality of Sam, how he has been. He's not one to.
He's not a schemer.
He's just not one to really plot. And I'm not saying there's no time. Like, there's no time for him to be able to. As I said, he might be in a situation where, I don't know. I don't know. He may be thrown in some weird situation where he has a chance to do something, maybe. But I can't see it, to be honest. I can't see it happening.
No. I think
it'd be mad.
I don't think he'll do it like you say, like himself. But he might manipulate John. Not manipulate, but just give him some advice that would be going against Daenerys, because clearly, you know, that's what I think. You know, he would try and steer John. But you know what? You need to take it back. You need, even like his parting line was, she. What did he say? He said something about, now you're the true heir. Yeah, will she give it up? You gave it up for her. Will he give it up? Will she give it up for you now? Yeah. And even that little subtlety there, he knew what he was doing by saying that.
Yeah.
But John was already making excuses. Like when he was told, he was like, swear on my life or whatever. And he's like, that's treason. It's like he's already. He doesn't care. He doesn't. He's never really cared about titles or being the chosen one or whatever, the true king. So he's already thinking, nah. That's treason. That's not for me. Like I can't do that. Like I can't be the true king or whatever. So he's already kind of like, I don't think that revelation is gonna affect him too tough.
But Daenerys, it will though. She will feel some. She'll feel that type of
way. I think.
Yeah, 100%. Because she's always wanted to be.
Yeah.
You know, she wanted the Seven Kingdoms. She wanted it. She's like, that's my birthright. That's no one else's but mine. So her to find that out, it's a problem. It's a problem for her. So that could be a nice one there. Maybe she's like, you know what? Forget whether we're in love or whatever. I'm gonna finish him.
Might just turn.
That could be a thing.
Turn mad like her dad for real. Like all these. All the signs.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Everything comes full circle. Becomes like a grandfather and stuff like that. That's mad.
Exactly. All throughout, not just the first episode, but all throughout, everyone's been saying she's not like her dad. She's not like her dad. Well, we'll find out now, won't we?
That's very true. That is very.
So we spoke about where we think that will go. Obviously, we'll have to see if John mans up, I guess, and takes what's rightfully his. But then we are taken back. I believe it's back to the wall. Is that right? We went back to the wall.
Just one honourable mention before we talk about the wall as well. Like Arya, she wanted to get a new weapon made.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that looks interesting. It looks like some type of detachable weapon that she could just use for
Valerian steel.
Yeah. It looks quite sick.
Well, you know, if she's designed it, you know it's serious.
Yeah.
He's got that.
She ain't playing.
She knows what she does do. She knows. I think she's probably one of the most dangerous people in the series. Like she's got mad powers right now. That's how it feels.
Bro, how many weapons does she want?
Even the Hound, he didn't seem like he wanted it with her. Like he was like, nah.
That scene was sick. That scene was sick because he heard her voice and he looked kind of shook. He was like, oh. But then obviously when he turned around, he's like, okay. And yeah,
So-
he's kind of like, yeah, I respect you still. You're
Yeah,
cold.
yeah.
It's like
Well,
you
I
can't
respect
fight
you.
bitch. That's why you still alive, isn't it?
Yeah. And he was definitely shook when he heard the voice and he hadn't seen her. He was like, raw.
Yeah, could have finished him there.
Yeah.
It was good. That scene was good. That whole scene, because you saw obviously the blacksmith as
Yeah.
well. That little
Genji,
in there, Hound, Gendry. Yeah. So it was yeah, definitely. That was a good little scene there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah, I can't wait to see that weapon.
Yeah.
But then yeah, we go over to the wall. Is it the wall? Is that where they?
Whereabouts?
I think they're past the wall now.
Or are you talking about
Yeah.
where what's his name?
Tormund. Is it Tormund? Is
Yeah,
that his name?
Tormund and them
Oh.
guys were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
That
yeah.
was, where was it?
And they
No,
go
that
up.
was at
With the young boy who went back to go get his people, innit?
Oh,
His
that's
name,
what.
Umbra.
Yeah.
That's
See,
it.
yeah.
Was that actually
Yeah.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was him.
Right.
Boy, that
Yeah.
slipped up and get
Yeah,
his
because he
people,
was meant to go get his people, and then he never came back. So
never came back. They went to go and get him.
but that was a really good
Obviously.
scene. That was a really good scene. I really enjoyed that scene. I thought that was
Creepy,
pretty.
man.
It did
creepy,
crack me up
yeah.
a little bit, though, yeah, because
I wasn't expected to come back. I thought he was dead. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, just stabbed up. I didn't think he was gonna come back to life.
eyes
But when he did, I was like, shit.
yeah, that was a bit wild. I was like, right, he was right next to him as well. I was like,
And Tormund's line was joke as well. He was like, my eyes have always been blue. I was like,
That was funny.
carry on.
That's
He is a
mad.
proper joker.
We need to see more of him. I mean, there's too much going to go on, but I like him.
I'm glad they survived anyway, because we didn't know in it at the time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think it just brings it all together. Especially certain people just bring a bit of comedy to the actual series as well.
Tension all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, you just need to break it up, but just when it's introduced in little bits, it works well. It just binds it together.
Even
just a little bit.
he had a couple of good lines as well, just to ease tension a bit. So
that joke they did again with what's his face, the bald-headed guy. I can't remember his name. He was talking about how he's got balls, but obviously you don't have any. So
exactly.
I thought that was pretty.
Off jokes, but it's okay to talk about unique jokes because I have balls.
That's it. That's it.
And then I think, after that scene, that was pretty much the episode. We saw Jamie finally ride into Winterfell, came back, and he had that little stare down with.
Yeah.
We call him Brad. I don't even know.
I'm waiting for my friend.
Third-eye Raven, bro. Just call him.
One-eyed Raven.
I'm waiting for my friend. It's all mad.
Yeah, is that the friend?
Yeah.
About?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Because obviously, and it's mad because it's like that is like a callback to the first episode.
Yeah.
Obviously, him pushing
It is, but does he care about that anymore?
No, he doesn't care. But I'm saying it was a nice callback.
No, but when he's saying I'm waiting for my friend, why is he saying that? Do you see what I mean?
Because he definitely wants to be his friend. He definitely, and I guess friend because they've been connected from the beginning, in a sense.
Right. That's probably where his journey started to becoming the three-eye Raven, the third eye.
Yeah,
Raven.
exactly.
So
if he didn't get disabled by Jamie, I guess. Whatever happened.
Just wondering, like, if I'm assuming, I can't remember, is it that there's previous one-eyed Ravens before him, right?
Yeah.
Before he became the main one. Are they all disabled? Are they all fucked up in certain ways?
I have no idea what the old man is.
Is that like one of those things where to be the one-eyed Raven, you kind of just got to be like stuck in a tree or some type of shit, or stuck in a wheelchair, like just all movement.
Either emerging with a chair or a tree, like one thing. Bro.
I'll take the chair.
I just don't really get it, but I just find it funny how it just seems like you have to be kind of damaged to have these special powers.
Yeah. Just give it out like to able people, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like you'll just be too strong if you can actually walk or get around by yourself, kind of thing.
I mean, he's already OP enough as it is. Like, imagine if he had those powers and he was able to move around and everything, bro. He would just be fake.
Oh man,
He's already
that kind of concluded the episode. So if we just go around quickly, we'll start with James. How would you rate that episode as an opening episode? Just, I guess, out of 10. How would you, or your quick thoughts on it, like as an opening episode?
I say a good 8.5. It's building up to something that's going to be really good. I enjoyed it. It was good banter. Everything's coming close together now. Obviously, because there are only 6 episodes, so they gotta keep like as much information like as possible. So they're trying to like push everyone together as fast as possible, because we know what's happening in the last 2-3 episodes, bruv. Those hour-plus long episodes, they're gonna be mad. So they're just trying to get all the pleasantries out of the way, getting everyone together, getting everything prepared. And then when those battles come along, boy, I guarantee those are going to be close to 9.5 to 10 out of 10 on those episodes.
Yeah,
Go on, Darren. What about you, Darren?
I would say for me, it was obviously just a pure excitement of it being back. But generally after, I was like, I'd give it a 7. I feel like it was like an entry level type of start to everything, just so just to make we get to see everybody who's going to be in it, obviously, sort out whatever problems they have, tie up loose, just little bits here and there. But generally, yeah, it was a decent episode, man. Obviously you can't give too much out right now, so they're obviously, all the later episodes, we're gonna, when people start dying, that's when it's gonna kickstart, when the first murder, death, kill, as I would say, yeah, out of who's that going to be? That's who I want to see. I want to see who's going to backstab. Do you know what I mean? Who's going to get backstabbed and stuff like that? But as a general, it's a good start to the show, man. Like, I can't wait.
I'll just tell you this for free. If I see Tyrion get killed, I'm going to switch.
I think they'll kill him off just because it's coming to the end of the season, yeah.
Well, most people
and
die.
You remember he was meant to die like a few seasons back, but they kept him alive because everyone liked him. They can get rid of him now. They can get rid of him, and no one can't
talk about that. Don't talk about that, fam.
They could get rid of him now if they wanted to. They could do it.
Jon Snow, the only reasons of me even watching this show, bro, I might not even watch the episode for like a week.
That'd be silly.
What about like the last episode? Say if he dies in the last episode, then you'll be happy, innit? You wouldn't mind.
Do about it.
No, to be honest, look, like Aaron just said, we'll get to Aaron's quick thoughts in a minute, but you've got to be prepared. Anyone can go. I think you just got to prepare yourself. Anyone can go at any time now. We're in the, not to steal the Marvel line, but we're in the end game now. That's it.
Yeah.
Anyone can go. It's as simple as that.
True, 100%.
That's it. 100%.
Yeah, go on, Aaron. If you just sum up this episode, how do you rate it?
Yeah, it was a good episode, man. Good episode. Well, I said, waited almost 2 years. Sick. We didn't mention. Sorry, the intro was sick as well, because there's hardly any places left. They only showed like 2 areas, and the rest was like inside the castle. They showed like the where the dragon, the big dragon skull. Yeah. It was sick. But yeah, overall, I liked it. Good callbacks, some closure and moments we've been waiting years for, finally realizing, finally seeing reunions. Good kind of just seeing where everyone is at before it all kicks off, pretty much. So I give it an 8. I think I give it an 8. Yeah, there wasn't anything like, oh my god, kind of too crazy. I was like, obviously.
Yeah, no, it wasn't super mad.
Seeing where everyone's head's at, and then just setting the tone, setting the pace for the next episodes, man.
No, definitely, I agree with you. It was a setup episode, and I think they needed to do that just to remind people of what's happening. They reminded us that Cersei's not interested in helping out. They reminded us of the reunion. It was a good setup. So definitely, I think this is going to be one of the milder episodes of the season. I think is going to be a lot more to come. All right, has anyone got any final thoughts or what they think is going to happen going forward? Any predictions? Bearing in mind, we're going to be doing this weekly. So, you know what I mean? So just anything you want to see going forward from what you've seen today?
Hate to say it, but I think Sam might get deaded off for him getting too pissed off at Daenerys for killing his dad. brother. You think
But
he's
who's going to kill him? He's the what's his actual title? Not priest. He's the
he's the maester.
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 A maester.
Or whatever. They can't kill him. Can they? Who's going to?
They can, but it wouldn't be.
But not because of someone like, oh, you were too rude. None of that.
Yeah,
no, because if that happens, what would Jon Snow do if that happens?
Oh, he'd go mad.
He's gonna. Hey, someone's getting it.
Yeah, definitely.
Someone's getting it, bro. You know, I think anybody can get it as well. I think he'll be very much up for it, because that's his boy. You know, he's been through a lot of stuff with him, so he'd be pissed. He'd be mad.
Yeah, true.
But
any other predictions before we wrap this up?
I would like to see maybe Cersei get it, but I don't know who from though. That's the problem. Like maybe
episode.
I don't know. I'm not too sure yet.
It's got to be Jamie, isn't it?
Jamie, yeah. Well, that's what I thought. I would say Jamie, but or is she going to get to them first? Obviously, we just don't know.
I think that might be not too obvious, but that's kind of what everyone wants. She might end up killing him. Possibly. I don't know.
That would be sick.
Or causing it.
I might call this. Yeah, Arya's gonna kill her because she's on the list, and how she's gonna kill her. Either Tyrion or Jamie's going to die. She's going to wear their masks, come to see them. In fact, it might be Jamie. Jamie might die. She'll go to see him, kiss her up, and then stab, and then say the Northerners send their regards. That is sick.
Yeah, she could do that.
I just don't want no cliche kills, though. Do you know what I mean? I think that will dead the whole situation if we get any kind of cliche. Certain people killing each other. I don't want to see that. I want to see a lot of backstabbing. That's what I really want to see. I want to see people like...
Bro. I've been waiting too many seasons for her to die, bro. For her not to have an eventful death.
That's true. Yeah. How do you want her to go?
Might be.
The Arya death, wearing Jamie's face, getting killed. That is
fair enough. That's the one. Fair enough. I'm down with that.
Right. Well. That's it. I think we will wrap this up from here. Then I think we will close this off. So we're going to try and do this again next week. Well, every week from now on, I guess. We're going to try and give a little
until the end, until our watch is ended, bro.
What's that?
Until our watch is ended.
Until our watch is end. Maybe we might even do like a live watch for the final. Who knows? We'll try and sort something out. But till then. As I say, if you're listening to this on the podcast, you can also watch it on YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can also listen to the audio as a podcast. We've been the Agents of Screen. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please check out next week if you have. All of us here. See you later.
Peace.
Peace.